Well, welcome, Laurie, to the set today. See, we're happy to have you. We're not scary, are we?
No, not at all.
We are not scary.
This is fun.
And you're sharing a special pie with us today.
Yes.
Never had it before, so tell us about it.
Well, it's strawberry rhubarb pie. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I found this great recipe online. There's a few things I had to change about it, of course, but it's really good. It's tart and it's sweet, and it's a little juicy if you want it to be.
Yes.
So it's really simple too. You just gotta make a crust, and then you just gotta put all the filling in a bowl, really simple, and then put it in the oven.
And that's how we like it.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
like simple. Just throw it all together, even better, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're starting out with strawberries.
So we have 2.5 cups of strawberries, 2.5 cups of rhubarb. You can use fresh or frozen. I prefer just using frozen because it's always in season.
Okay.
Yes.
They're
And
nice
then-
and bright and red.
Yes. And then just
Sugar?
real simple, you have sugar, you have flour, cinnamon, vanilla, and some minute tapioca.
Okay.
This stuff is great. It makes it so it's not too juicy.
Does it make it thicker?
Yeah, it thickens it.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
And then butter. If you love butter, you can add a lot of butter.
Yes.
Not, just add a little bit of butter. And then
Awesome.
lemon, which I think is kind of
Fresh
weird because it's already really tart. So you're making it a little tartar with the
a little
lemon.
bit more.
But it's good.
You can maybe increase the sugar, I guess.
Yeah, if you don't
wanted
like
to
it.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So here we go. How do we do? What do we do? We have our strawberries. What do we do first?
So the first thing that I always like to do is preheat the oven
Yes.
to 425 because this is really fast, so you're going to want to preheat.
Okay.
And then you're going to want to put your bottom crust in your pan.
Okay.
And I usually buy store-bought crust.
Easier.
Yeah,
Much
it's easier, and I'm just not good at making homemade crust.
Me either. I can't do it.
So if you're good at it, make it at home. But
You're good at it, go for it. If not,
Yeah.
buy it. It's
And
like
that fits perfect, huh? You don't have to roll it out or
fits
anything?
perfectly.
yeah,
Oh, look
it
at
fits.
that.
It fits
pretty
really well.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to try and make sure that you have a little bit up on all the way around the edges because you have to crimp it really tight.
So we'll stretch it a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's usually a pretty good fit.
See, I've never had strawberry rhubarb pie. My friend makes it all the time, so I get to have it today. It'll be my first.
It's so good.
It is good.
I love strawberries. And what is rhubarb? Do you know what rhubarb is?
I'm not really sure. I know it's a stalk plant.
Okay. Have you ever had it like that before?
Oh, I've only had it in pie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, growing up, I used to pick that from my grandmother in the wild. She'd send me out, and it was green, long stem, hard thing, and you could see the red in it, you know. I never knew you could eat it like this.
Yeah.
Does this look all right?
Do you have to cook it? Do you know?
I just gave it to Grandma, and
I don't
she
know.
took care of it, and I don't think I ever tasted it.
Yeah, I have no idea if you could eat it raw or not.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can taste it.
Actually,
If
you
we
know
pass
what?
out.
That reminds me. I don't.
Oh, no, we can't.
No, we used to gnaw on it a little, like to get the juice.
Oh, okay.
I remember that. Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
Just don't
This-
eat the leaves.
Yeah. Don't eat the leaves.
Yes, they're poisonous. We don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Does that look all right?
Oh, that looks awesome.
Okay.
That looks great.
So we do our pie here.
Yeah, so we just set that aside.
Okay.
And then we want to start chopping up the rhubarb. So again, you can get it fresh and it'll probably come in a stalk and you could chop it on the cutting board, or you could do like me and you just put it in the food
Processor?
processor. Just. Now this is a little frozen, but that's okay. It's okay if it's not completely defrosted. It'll still go in the oven just fine.
Okay.
It doesn't have to cook longer that way or anything like that?
I haven't experienced that. I mean, if it's not too frozen to where you can mix everything really well, then it'll be okay to cook.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want the rhubarb to be a little smaller pieces than the strawberry.
I love.
And that
Processors.
looks
I
good.
know.
Does that look all right?
Yeah. That's perfect, yeah.
Good.
We're gonna
Yeah.
Put that in here. There you go.
put that aside.
So last week we made buttermilk pie, and it was our first. And so this strawberry rhubarb's another first.
I actually tasted that buttermilk pie.
Isn't it delish?
It was really good.
Okay, yes, and we did a second pie in a graham cracker crust, and it was like a totally different pie.
Yes. Kind of tasted like pecan pie, huh?
Yeah, the
That-
sugar was
yeah.
a little caramelized, and
So you can make it 2 different ways. We learned that.
Let's see. Figure that out.
Okay.
Alrighty, now we'll add our strawberries.
Yes.
Okay.
So the strawberries, you want to be careful not to get them too small. You don't want them as small as the rhubarb.
Okay, a little chunkier.
And I understand they do make these sliced, right?
Yes,
Already? 'Cause
you can buy them
okay.
frozen and sliced, and you can even buy them with a little bit of sugar already in them. So if you
Okay.
do that, you have to be careful to, you know, figure out how much sugar is in it, and then figure out how much you actually still have to add to the pie.
Okay.
Because we don't want it too small.
Those are the best, aren't they?
So if you buy them sliced, you wouldn't do this, right?
Yeah, if you bought them already pre-sliced, you wouldn't want to do this
Okay.
at all.
There you go.
Get all that yumminess in there.
Yummy, that's perfect topping for ice
and it
cream
smells
too,
so
just
good.
like that.
Yeah, you could actually just do make the batch here, cook it without crust a little bit on the stovetop,
Is that
and you
good?
have a topping.
Clean it as best as we can. We don't want to lose any strawberries.
Yeah,
Delicious.
That's good flavor.
yeah,
I'll
and
leave that up to you.
that looks great.
Awesome.
So from there, it's real simple. You just want to add your 1.5 cups of sugar.
Okay, so this is pre-measured?
Yes,
Okay.
this is
A little
pre-measured.
bit.
Just kind of,
sugar.
Yeah,
okay,
and then you'll want to add a tablespoon of flour.
okay. Pre-measured also?
Yes. And then your tapioca. Now this is where it gets kind of interesting.
Okay.
You could do anywhere from 3 to 5 tablespoons. It just depends on how juicy you want your pie. So
Okay.
if you want it to be extra juicy and stuff, only add about 3 tablespoons. But if you don't like that, add 5. And we got about
Okay.
4 here. So
How do you like it? Do you like it thicker? You like it thicker?
I like it kind of in between.
In between.
Yeah. And then you'll want to add a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Okay.
And I think it's weird to put cinnamon in something like this, but it tastes great. So
I put cinnamon. I put cinnamon in everything because I love cinnamon.
it's good for you.
Yes.
Ready
My
for this?
coffee,
Yes.
everything.
Okay.
And then we want 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Of course, vanilla goes in
Awesome.
everything.
Okay, let's kind of sprinkle that too, I guess, huh?
Yep.
Since we're sprinkling everything else. Okay.
And then you'll want to zest just about 1/2 teaspoon of a lemon.
About half
Is
a
it
teaspoon.
zesting?
Yes.
Oh yes,
I'm
there
not
we go.
seeing
I
anything
see it.
fall in
Yep.
there. Okay.
A half a teaspoon. Yes.
Yeah, it's not very much.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is.
Oh, yeah, that
Is it
looks-
working?
Yeah, it's kind of
Probably
catching all on the
inside,
inside there.
Oh,
so
okay.
Just use a spatula to,
To get it out?
yeah. Let's see.
That's probably inside.
Oh, it's in there. Okay.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
There we go. There, I see it.
Yeah.
Is that close to, that wasn't a half a teaspoon, is it?
Not quite. We could do a little more.
A little
And
more?
then we have a half
Yeah.
a teaspoon of the lemon juice. Okay.
I think
Oh,
this
there
is-
we go. That's even going even more.
I think we needed man strength here, maybe?
Right.
Work those muscles, Brenda. Work
I
those
know.
muscles. Okay.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that should be good.
So do you bake a lot,
Interesting.
Laurie? Do you do a lot of baking?
You know, not so much lately,
Not so much?
but I do.
want
I
more?
do love to. No, I think
That's
that's
good? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then we'll just cut the lemon in half, and you want about a half a teaspoon of juice.
Okay.
So we'll just
Okay.
kind of
No, we
squeeze it
had
in
a.
there.
Okay.
That looks about right.
Okay.
And then we just mix it.
Okay.
We should probably use the spoon.
I'll start
This-
slicing butter for you.
Easy, easy.
And it's just really, gets really juicy. Sugar is known to pull the juices out of fruit. I'm not sure why.
Yum. Whoops.
Yeah, you want to get it all nice and mixed. And you could, I don't know if you can hear it on the cameras, but it's kind of slushy sounding, and that's because, you know, it was all still a little partially frozen. And that's, again, that's perfectly okay because it's all mixing fine with each other.
Awesome.
So, and there we go.
That's it.
And then we just pour it in.
Okay.
That's going to be a thick pie.
Oh, I'm gonna love that. I can
I
tell
love pie
already.
when it's got that.
Yeah.
Kind
So
of
then
just
the butter comes
flatten
in
it up.
now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now my favorite part.
This is your favorite part?
I love butter. So you want to take about 3 tablespoons of butter, kind of slice it up a little bit into these thin slices that Brenda did, and then just
Dot it.
go ahead and just stick it on there. Me, sometimes I'll do like 5 or 6 tablespoons because I love butter.
Yum, yeah.
So it's whatever your preference is, really. If you like a lot of butter, go for it. If not, just do about 3 tablespoons.
I would do a lot of
That
butter.
looks
You'd
really
probably
good.
do a lot of cinnamon, huh, Ruth?
Yes. I do butter and cinnamon.
Butter and cinnamon.
That's why I'm the healthy girl I am, because I like butter and I like cinnamon. So we have, this is a, you put this on top.
Yes.
Do you cut it first over the
The-
top to let it breathe? The
Little holes?
crust?
Oh yeah, I'll do that
Okay,
after.
after, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not good. I've never
Now, if
been
you-
good with the top
Oh,
crust.
me neither. I'm not really good when it comes to crust. Now, if you want to be really fancy, you can get like an egg white, beat it up with
Yes.
just a little bit of water, and just lay it here on the inside
To seal it.
to seal it, to help it seal. I usually skip that step
hope
because
we
I don't
can
like
see
taking
that.
the time to
To do that.
to do all that. That's why I buy frozen.
That's right. It's perfect every time that way.
Exactly. So you'll want to, there's always just a little bit of extra crust. You'll want to kind of take that off,
Okay.
or else you'll have too much building up over the sides.
Okay.
Now, I'm sure there's plenty of viewers out there who probably know a lot more about crimping edges than me. This isn't my specialty at all, so
You know, my mother-in-law says it doesn't matter what it looks like, it matters what it tastes like.
yes.
I mean, it does kind of matter what it looks like, but
Yeah.
that's not the most important thing. The
Yeah.
ingredients are going to be
As long as it
what it
tastes
tastes
good.
like. Mm-hmm.
I know when I've seen my mom do it, she gets a fork, follows through after with a fork, and just, I think, tighten it.
I've tried that, and it doesn't work out very well for me.
Now remember, everybody, you can get involved in this too. We changed the recipe email address, so it's recipes@kzq32.org. I think for a little bit it's still going to route to it if you have the old email address, but it's recipes@kzq32.org and send it in. And we're not scary, and it's a lot of fun.
It is, and it's really
gonna be
comfortable
delicious.
here.
It's comfortable. See? That's awesome.
It's nice. And there's a donut shop right next door.
Who doesn't love that?
You can have your coffee, make a pie.
You can probably make a little decoration if you had a cutter that was tiny and just put that on
Right?
top.
That would be cool. You could get like little cutter for leaves or
Yes.
something.
Ah.
If you're doing fall.
Yep.
And then,
we
do we have a butter knife? No, we could just use this.
A butter knife.
My husband showed me this thing where you take the back of a knife and you just kind of simply just kind of go around and you make like a little imprint, like Brenda was saying with the fork.
Uh-huh.
But of course, I think you probably want the edges to be crimped a little nicer for that.
That's okay. That's all right.
So just make it
Looks good.
decorative, huh?
Yeah, and then you'll want to kind of make a slit.
Go ahead. Yes, make a
And,
slit.
you know, make a couple slits. You can make like a pretty like little sun design, or, you know, with me and my kids, sometimes we'll like put one of their names or something.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, or put, you know, we'll write the month or something,
That's
you know.
cool.
Just so when the pie cooks, it can breathe
Awesome.
a little bit.
So it'll seep through a little
Yeah.
bit.
I always have a problem with my crust breaking open somewhere, but
It'll be delicious.
having marks in the middle helps it.
And we put it in an oven, preheated at 425.
Yes.
For how long?
For 15 minutes.
It's just 15 minutes?
And then you want to decrease the temperature to
I was like,
375.
We got excited. We have to wait.
Okay, increase the temperature to, I'm
To
sorry.
375. And you want to leave it in for about 45 to 50 minutes.
But you'll need a little cover around the edges, right?
Yes. So what you're going to want to do, so that the edges don't get too brown or burnt, is you're going to take
So you can show us.
you're going to take a little bit of foil. And you're going to, you could cut it more perfectly if you don't like the jagged edge, if you're a perfectionist. And you're just going to kind of slowly wrap it around the crust. Now you don't want to push the foil too firmly into the crust, or else as it cooks, if it kind of bursts in that area, the stickiness of
Yes.
the pie mix will get stuck, and then you'll pull it off and it'll just rip the crust off. So you want to be careful
Okay.
and
So
kind
then
of
when
do
we
that.
do that, we stick it in the oven and we'll be right back with that finished pie. So it's been in a total of an hour. and it's out, and you have let it rest. You let it rest a little bit.
Yeah, about 2 hours.
Ooh, delish. Now we're ready for, this is our favorite part.
I was just going to say that.
Okay.
Ready?
Tasting the pie, yes.
Okay. So good.
We're all looking at each other. Delicious. Thank you for being with us
Thank you for
today.
having me.
Awesome. Try the recipe, go to the website, we'll have it there. Thank you for being with us today, guys.